What's going on, everybody? It is Luke Belly with the Sideline Scoop. So today I have a prediction for you, and this is sort of looking ahead to Week 2, Packers versus the Lions. And this prediction is basically that the Packers in Week 2 are going to have another second straight game, basically, with 500-plus yards on the offense. And of course, we got it last week, so you might think, well, of course we'll get it this week. But, it's not that easy always to put up 500 yards on offense in the NFL, and the fact that the Packers did it last week is honestly testament to the greatness of this offense and Aaron Rodgers. And so I really do think that coming into this second week, I really do think they're going to do it again. And if you just sort of take a look, if I need to remind you about how well Aaron Rodgers played, I will remind you just once again, and that is he went 32 for 44, 364 yards, and 4 touchdowns. And if you guys want to know something from Week 1, you probably already know this, but Mitch Trubisky came in and brought the Bears back to defeat the Lions last week, and he did it for 3 touchdown passes. Mitch Trubisky. And you know who we have? We have Aaron Rodgers. And so when you look and you put Aaron Rodgers next to Mitch Trubisky, there is zero comparison. There's nothing. They're not even in the same hemisphere. Here is Mitch Trubisky, and here's Aaron Rodgers. Like, you can't even see, the camera can't even see the massive difference behind them. And so I think the fact that Aaron Rodgers is basically on fire right now, he comes in Week 1, puts on a show when everyone was thinking that maybe he was done, maybe he was on the decline, and he wanted to prove and come and show them that he is not on the decline. And so now coming into Week 2, I think the Packers have so much confidence in themselves. They were just away, and of course, they had a road game, but the fans aren't there. It's not the same. That makes sense. But the Packers come into Lambeau Field. I think Lambeau Field's a little different than every other stadium. There's just this feeling there. I've been there a couple times, and I think even without the fans there, I think the Packers are going to have home field advantage just because they're in their atmosphere they know and love. Aaron Rodgers, has played there so many times, and I think coming into this week, being in Lambeau Field, it's going to help the Packers. I really do think that. And so just when you sort of look at those factors, the fact that Aaron Rodgers is hot, and they're coming in and playing against a Lions team that lost to the Bears last week. So honestly, I think the Vikings are a much better team than the Bears and the Lions, so I think the Packers are going to dominate this game on offense on Sunday. And so one other thing that is important to basically take a look at is on this Lions defense, they have a few injuries at the cornerback position. So last week, slot corner Justin Coleman, he's already out, and he's been placed on the IR with a hamstring injury. And last week, Jeff Okudah, who was their first-round cornerback pick, he was like 3rd or 4th overall. He didn't play last week, but it looks like he will be back this week. He did have a hamstring injury, but it looks like he will be back. So I guess that's good for them. But they also are missing Desmond Trufant. He didn't participate in practice on Wednesday, so it's unsure if he will come to the game. So there are some injury issues there with the cornerbacks. And we know last week when Aaron Rodgers came against some quarterbacks who were having some trouble, some young quarterbacks or cornerbacks, he destroyed them. And that may not happen the same this week, but, just the fact they have some injury problems there. Okudah is coming off a hamstring injury, and even if he is playing, you'd have to think he's going to have a little trouble with that, just coming back initially, just because hamstrings are sort of annoying, and they can sort of stick with you, those injuries. So I don't know how he'll come out and perform. And plus, it is his first game as a rookie, so who knows? He's probably, doesn't have the whole scheme, everything figured out yet. He could be good, but at the same time, you'd have to sort of assume as a rookie that it might take him a little time to adjust. So I think that Aaron Rodgers is once again going to pick apart the cornerbacks. Once again, is going to throw touchdowns to Davante Adams, Allen Lazard, Marquez Valdes-Scantling. He's just going to throw so many touchdowns. That's my prediction. Over 500 yards, again, for this Packers offense. And even if you take a look at last week, basically, the Packers put up 364 yards passing, of course, from Aaron Rodgers. And then Aaron Jones, 66 yards. They spread it out a lot when it came to running the ball. Even Allen Lazard got some carries. But the Packers finished with 158 rushing yards, 364 passing yards. So they finished with a total of, 500-something. I can't find the number, but you can do the math, basically. Over 500 yards. I think they're definitely going to repeat it again coming into this week. And I think the Packers are going to get off to a fast start. I think they're going to get ahead early. And when the Packers are ahead early, the defense last week at least seemed to struggle a little bit later. And I think that's sort of because they took their foot off the gas. And the Vikings did average 6 yards per carry rushing last week. And so even though some of that was later in the game, there might be some reason to worry about, our running defense still. I don't know if we exactly know what we have so far. And so I think this week is going to be another time to sort of see, can this Packers team stop the running backs? And this week we have a guy who is familiar with, running well against Green Bay, and that's Adrian Peterson, who is now on this Lions team. And I think last week he ran for 97 yards. And it's honestly crazy to think that he's still around and that he still somehow can run in the NFL. He must be 50 now, something. I mean, he's not 50, but it seems like that's how old he must be considering how long he's been playing, because I feel like I can't remember a time when Adrian Peterson wasn't playing. So that's pretty crazy to think about. But the Packers really need to contain Adrian Peterson this week. And, that'll be interesting to see sort of if our defense can do that. We've had a few injuries, of course, on our offensive line. Hopefully, Kenny Clark will be back and be healed. I'm not exactly sure about that injury yet. Hopefully we get some more news coming out with that soon. But basically, I just wanted to break it down in this video today, basically to make my prediction that the Packers offense is going to steamroll this Lions team. And the Packers are hot. Aaron Rodgers is hot. Davante Adams is hot. And, Davante Adams last week, 14 receptions, 150-something yards, tied a Packers record. I think this Packers team is just going to, just take a huge another step forward this week. I think that, honestly, the fact that people were so down on the Packers, they were so underrated, as I sort of talked about in the past month or so about this Packers team, that they're just underrated and people are sleeping on them for no reason. And I think that people are because so many different, media people this week on ESPN, all this stuff were Aaron Rodgers could be the sleeper for MVP. It's it took them basically a game to see that he has this still in his tank, basically to say maybe he could be an MVP this season. Where, we always know that Aaron Rodgers could be an MVP in a season. And I think he's just showing people that he still has it, and he's going to show them again this week. So if you guys agree, if you guys enjoyed this video, if you guys agree that Packers are going to dominate this week, are going to put up tons of yards on offense, make sure you smash the like button below so that the algorithm pushes it out to all Packers fans in the entire world. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, you want to see some more Packers content, make sure you hit the little red subscribe button. Turn on your post notifications because I'll be going live on Sunday during the Packers game once again. We did it last week. It was fun. There were tons of Packers fans in there. So if you guys want to see that, make sure you hit the notifications so you don't forget on Sunday. I'll pop up on your screen. It'll be the Sideline Scoop is going live. You'll be let's hop in on that. Let's see some other Packers fans. But that's basically what I wanted to break down in today's video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Go Pack, go, baby.